Hello, welcome. Queen, good to see you. Tony, what's up? Hey, try me. Hello, hello. I was working on setting up a live, and then I saw all this craziness going on. Hey, Maze. And you can barely keep up with this stuff these days. With all of the ICE protests, and it's really making me very nervous. I don't know about anybody else, but this really has to stop. We've already had an ICE agent shot. This is crazy. And it makes me so nervous for these people. What? I do not know what you're talking about, Tony, at all. I got to be honest. I have no idea. Hey, Top Hats. Yeah, this is really dangerous. And frankly, we have politicians inciting this shit. You guys, I don't know what they want. My opinion, what they want is for they want to agitate ICE agents until something really bad happens, and then they can act like they were right all along or some shit. I don't know what they want, but this has got to stop. Oh, okay, Tony, I get it now. This is so dangerous. My opinion, they all need to go. They do want blood. They do. That I believe that. And can people not understand they're being useful idiots? This is ridiculous. To me, all protesters need to go to jail. Period. We had ICE agents ambushed the other day. This is scary business, man. And it's the law. It is the law. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. Like I said, for 4 years, did I like that the border was wide open and we just invited everybody in the whole world, no matter what? No, I didn't like it. That wasn't lawful. You haven't wanted any. I know. It's so scary. Hey, Jonathan. It's so good to see you. We do need to pray for these agents every day. This is so unacceptable that you have all these politicians encouraging this. I really cannot even believe it, honestly. And I don't know why I can't believe it, because they've been doing this for years. But this, I believe, is getting super, super dangerous. And I'm scared every time I see it. It is, Maze. It is. These guys, they're going out there, they're doing their job, and this is so ridiculous. They do want anarchy. They do. Let me tell you, I'll tell you who's funding it. It's us. It's us taxpayers. They have been laundering tax money through all kinds of bullshit. We're paying for it. I can tell you that right now. Jonathan, what's happening is more protesters, rioters against the ICE agents that are going to perform raids. Hey, Floor. Oh my gosh. You talked to your sister today. She's almost finished. She graduates boot camp September. Oh my God. That is awesome, Floor. I'm so excited for you. And everybody's okay. So tell them we're praying for them. We're praying for all these guys out there. Everybody trying to defend this country because it's so crazy right now. No, you're right, Maze. There are, the whole NGO thing, that has been 100%. It's all going through NGO stuff. And that's being paid by us. American citizen uprising against all of this mess is something they aren't prepared for. But you can't push so much for so long. Right. Oh, yeah, 100%, Tony. Yeah, you're right. The ideology, for sure. For sure. I bet, Maze. I bet you do. I can't imagine that right now. There are some live feeds. This one was a little more than 2 hours ago. I just want to play it real quick. I bet you do. And everybody, please pray for these guys. Oh, you know what, Floor? If you want to send them to my email. I know. That's super exciting. Let me put my email address. I think a lot of people do have bunkers. I don't know. Jonathan, I think for certain people, they probably do. I don't know about me. This, I think, I don't know. This. Wait.
To get our We are not the enemy. How many Little League baseball players don't have shin guards because you guys have them? Thank you. What's wrong with you? Is that a huddle break? You really want to be what? You got guns against people? What are you doing here? That's any of you ever worked as hard as these farm workers. Any of you. A single one of you ever worked as hard as these farm workers. One of you. Raise your hand if you think you have.
Oh, that was ready to use it. You're ready, huh?
You think any of you have worked as hard as these field workers?
What are you gonna have?
Okay, that's not the point. Seriously? I'm sorry, but that's not the point. Good grief.
Is gonna pick our vegetables, you sons of
We are not the enemy!
We are not the enemy!
Hey, Short Chin, if you're directing this, stay right here in the front!
Yep.
What do you need your ammunition for? Just tell us.
Good to see you, Kentucky Vaughn.
Everything's non-violent here. So you can go and treat people like animals?
This is an abomination of the flag. It's an abomination.
Are these people black? We're angry.
It's called law and order, okay? Enforcing the law. Exactly right. 100%, Tony.
Maybe you should start at the White House. Maybe that's where you should start.
There's no
That's
way
where the
what you
real
signed up
criminals
for.
are. Real
There's no way
pedophiles, the rapists, the criminals.
what you signed up for to protect the people here.
You swore allegiance to the Constitution.
You swore to protect the people.
Yes.
We pay your salary. Don't forget that. We pay you.
We're your
We
mothers and
pay
fathers and your
you.
brothers and sisters.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You want a world where everyone is embalming everyone else?
Frazzled, hey, good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you. No, we have to have borders. This is ridiculous. And people have set this up. They have tried to put this. They spent 4 years doing everything they could to get all kinds of people in here for political reasons and giving them all this money and doing all this stuff. And now they think they have some kind of rights, and they don't. They don't. Of course not. No, of course not, Top Hat. No, nobody does. And this is the thing. They're actually saying things like even citizens are being hauled off and stuff. That's not happening. Every country has borders, but we're not supposed to. It's simply because our politicians have done this shit for political reasons, not for anything good, not for anything good for anyone. And certainly who they need to protect are the citizens of this country. And like you said, if we don't have borders, we don't have a country. That's 100% correct. Let's see what is happening currently. Wait, is that? There are lots of people. Okay, wait, let's see. I'm looking for the live feed right now. No, it needs to stop. It has to stop. And it's not going to be easy. You know, we knew after what they did, it was going to be very difficult to get a handle on this. But you have people like Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass out there lying to people and and they're creating this kind of stuff. People are getting alerted to go and have confrontations with ICE. That is a recipe for such disaster. Right. No, I know. And you know what though? The thing is, they want to keep dividing us, and we can't let them. We really can't. It's not going to help for any of us. I'm trying to find. That's it. Right, Maze. You're right. That is what he's doing. Yep. And what he's already done to California is a freaking disgrace. Okay, let's see. Right, okay. Shoot. Oh my God, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Okay. Sorry. Right. Well, that's typically the way it goes, top hats. That's what happens to most of us. It is a shit show. Yes, it is. See, that's so stupid. This is how stupid you have this shit. You know, ICE out of this county. No, that's not the way that works. Right. I agree, Jonathan. Everybody needs to come together. Okay, that sounds like Bullhorn Betty over there irritating the fuck out of everybody. Just the irritating part of it for these guys is enough. No, they are amazing. They're coming to places like Arizona and ruining shit here. I'm going to try to find some from earlier. See, can you imagine even just having to sit and listen to that shit? I would. Exactly right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find one some more Fundy. Super annoying. I haven't.
Oh, they're getting rowdy. KTLA is live.
It is. You know, we're also in a different county. You know, we've seen these happen in different counties, different cities, whether it's, you know, the sheriff's department that you know, is the authority in the area, or it's local to the police department, you know, like the LAPD. So different policies, but in general, across the board, the local authorities have said that they don't wish to be engaged in what is happening down here with the immigration enforcement. And I think that they are doing everything they can to, the sheriff's department here in Ventura County is doing what they can to not actively get involved in the situation down here. And we'll see if that continues to be the case while this continues to happen. And
no, that's what
the
they
fire
do,
department
Maze, and
gets
it really
overwhelmed,
pisses me off.
well, they could choose to just leave the zone and move further and further
called
away, or
2073.
have
I've
no
never
choice
heard
but to
of
leave
it.
the area entirely, or federal police may need to come down there and provide some sort of protection for them. But I can tell you that the federal police, you know, as far as ICE or the Marshal Service, that could be down here, or National Guard members, if they happen to be down here, they basically are boxed in between the two closures here on the road, so not really able to provide that protection that the fire department needs. Let me, so here's the area here. Here's the white shot. You can see where ICE is working here on this farm. You can see all the cars. Those farms are building, likely from all the farm workers that work here. So just kind of give you an idea of just how many people could have been working at this facility here today. Then we have what's happening with the federal agents and the community members here along Laguna Road. And then we'll pan a little further down towards Pleasant Valley and just give you, let's see. So you can just see how far it is. It's pretty far off in the distance. And that is where the fire department has set up to treat anybody that has requested medical attention at this point.
Rich, thank you for that view. As you saw, lots of farmland and those facilities. The Ventura County Star, BC Star publication, now reporting that perhaps this is at Glass House Cannabis Farm. Those are the buildings that you see there. One woman said that her husband was hiding in one of the buildings at Glass House, and that is approximately, according to the article, where we're seeing all of these buildings. And just outside of that is our Alina Abovian. We know it was a long haul to get through all the traffic and to get up to the tape where you are now, Alina. Hi, what's going on?
Hi, Samantha. We're on the other side of Laguna. What you're seeing from the vantage point of Sky 5 is on the other side. So this is this side, and you can see we have about 10 Border Patrol agents here. This is a standoff happening between the protesters, the supporters who came to this area after they heard about the raid happening here. As far as the Border Patrol agents, I can confirm it is Border Patrol. I walked over, got a very close look at their badges. Several of these agents, they are armed, and we can confirm that tear gas was deployed here earlier. Now, an ambulance came past this area to treat people who were injured. We don't know exactly why. Now, we're moving closer to this vehicle here. This is from SoCal Edison. There seems to be some tension here between the protesters and the driver of this SoCal Edison vehicle. I'm going to move out of the way because he is backing out. So not a lot of order here, not a lot of control here. You can see it's a very chaotic situation, and this is, relatively speaking, the calmer side. Now, because this is a very large agricultural community, a lot of people here very sensitive to what's been happening, the climate, the political climate, because of these raids. They heard about this on social media, that a raid was happening here earlier this morning, so they all showed up. On the other side of Laguna, you can see dozens of vehicles. Typically, you would not see so many vehicles parked along this road because, again, this is an Oxnard, this is an ag community, and so all these people really just showing up in light of what's been happening. Majority of these people don't look like they work here. These people are protesters, and they are here to show their support. Now, since we've been here at this location over the last 20 minutes or so, it has been calm. They are staying on the other side of this yellow tape here, not wanting to clash with these agents. As you can see, that would not be a good idea considering these agents are armed. Earlier, they did deploy tear gas, so they are ready if something does happen to trigger these protesters.
Hey, Molly, I'm good.
Some of them moving onto the other side of Laguna because one of the organizers telling us they need support on the other side. We're also hearing that the National Guard is on its way here. As far as people being injured, we don't know exactly who's been injured or how many people, but we did see several ambulances coming by this area and a triage center being set up. As far as the raid earlier, we don't know exactly how many people were taken into custody, but all of this really happening earlier this morning along Laguna Road and Las Posas Road. And the facility is called the Glass House Farms. It's located at 645 Laguna Road, and we're told that is where the raid is focused earlier this morning. Now, as you can see, these people are standing here. They have their cell phones out. They're recording. They're just waiting for that moment for something to trigger, for something to happen. But we're told that a lot of the action really is happening on the other side of Laguna. So we're going to move there and see what we can find out there for you guys. But for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Alina, I know that you're just getting on the scene. Did you get a chance to chat with anybody about why they're protesting or anything?
Well, the reason why they're protesting, Lou, is because they are against these raids. They say that these are hardworking farmers. They are not criminals. They should not be the people targeted when it comes to these mass raids. That's not what should be happening here. What they're saying essentially is that the Trump administration, they need to be focusing on criminals, people who are here illegally, who are causing harm to this country, not focusing on hardworking farmers who are simply here to make a living, who are here to move this economy forward. That's the general message. We've been covering these raids for the last few weeks, and whoever you talk to, that's the sentiment that's being shared. As you can see, they're not letting even this USPS driver get through.
Come on, man. I gotta get my package.
It's getting tense out here.
Alina, we do have to let Sky 5 go and refuel. So we're going to stick with you until we hit the end of the hour here. And I guess that was kind of the question Lou and I were having is what exactly is the goal of these protesters? We understand they're against the raids, but are they trying to prevent federal immigration enforcement officials from leaving the area? Are they planning on blocking off the traffic?
It appears to be the case. I can't say exactly what their intention is by being here, but that seems to be the case. They're trying to raise awareness. They're trying to stop this from happening. So, they're here in order to give resistance to what is transpiring. These raids have been, they are against it. They're coming out in numbers. They're very organized. As soon as to social media, they showed up in numbers. We have over 100 people here. So you have to realize that they're possibly very organized. They are communicating with one another. They are showing up at these raids, and they want to have their message heard, which is that they are against the raids. They don't want it to happen.
Are they arguing to let the driver through, or are they arguing to keep them?
Yes, what they want, what they want is for the Border Patrol officers to step aside to allow this federal employee who works for USPS to drive through. But that's not happening here. They have the caution tape up. Why they're able to close the street here, we don't know, but that is what's happening. You have several vehicles here, 1, 2, 3, 4 federal agents. We have about 10 federal agents. And as you can see, their faces are disguised. They have masks on, they have glasses on, they have hats on. And so you can't identify them, but they are wearing the vest, which they're supposed to, which identifies them as Border Patrol agents.
So basically,
and all of them armed, as you can see.
Basically, this mail carrier is going to have to reroute. They're forcing him to turn around, it sounds like.
To turn around, exactly, which is what we had to do as well to get here, because they have Laguna closed off, and this is happening on Laguna, both on the west side.
Well, I think that's
what this USPS driver is now having to do. Earlier, we saw also the SoCal Edison vehicle having to turn around and go because they have this closed off. Border Patrol agents are not opening it up for anyone, not for media, and not for even a federal worker.
So basically, if he had kept going down the road, if they had let him through, he would have passed by the main building of where the detainees are being held?
They really do piss me off.
Lou, I don't know exactly what's ahead
because
we haven't been able to access that area. I can tell you on the other side, I did see a lot more people. My assumption is that the facility is between here and the other closure. Now, why they have this closed off and why they are not allowing it to, why they're not allowing people to go, we don't know. I tried asking them earlier. Typically, when you see a closure like this, it's because it's a crime scene or something happened and they don't want people to go by, not to tamper with evidence or an operation that is happening. But they're not telling us why they have this closed off.
Alina, we noticed, of course, the ICE agents, or the Border Patrol, rather, excuse me, have their faces covered, as you mentioned, yes. And a lot of the protesters do as well. I know there's a lot of fear on both sides about retaliation, whether it be on social media or doxing, et cetera. So we see both the law enforcement agents covering their identity, clearly wearing their Border Patrol uniform. A lot of the people who've shown up to support those farm workers also concealing their identity somewhat. Do you know how long they plan to be out there today to make their voices heard?
As long as it takes.
I don't know how long they plan to be out here. The situation is pretty fluid. We did hear someone on a loudspeaker earlier who I would assume is an organizer for this group telling everyone to go onto the other side of Laguna because there's just a bit more action happening there. Again, we can't see it. It's about half a mile away from where we are. We also did hear that the National Guard is coming here to allow them to go through. Now, why they assume that the logistics of that will hold up, I'm not sure, but that is what we heard from them. And yes, you are right. People on both sides do have their faces covered up. The farm workers here, protesters, they are wearing COVID-19 masks, medical masks. Why they are wearing that, maybe to protect themselves from the tear gas or to protect themselves, their identity. We don't know exactly.
And everything
just to catch people up, this was
and another thing to point out, not many of them speak English. So we've tried to speak to a few people, but many of them are Spanish speaking.
And around noon, just before noon, we heard about this federal raid on a farm near Camarillo, near Oxnard. This is unincorporated Ventura County. We see a lot of farmland, agriculture. Also, we've learned a cannabis shop. Glass House Farms was also part of the location where these immigration enforcement officials were reportedly going through the fields and the facilities to detain those who are undocumented. We've spoken with Ventura County Board of Supervisors, Vianney Lopez. We spoke with also the City of Camarillo Councilwoman, Ms. Bravo, about what's going on here. We don't have numbers at this time, but Vianney Lopez said she's determined at least 30 people have been detained in this raid today. Lou, I know you were counting as we were on Sky 5 going overhead, and it looked like possibly 100 people were detained. Rich Prickett showed us people who had zip ties around their wrists as though they were being taken into a facility, at least being questioned and detained, possibly taken onto buses with the U.S. Marshals. And now we have a camera live here with Alina Bovian, who's out in Ventura County, unincorporated, looking at Border Patrol, keeping a line of people from entering into where this raid happened.
And we've seen a lot of heated rhetoric, a lot of people very upset out here. Also, too, some people being very patient, obviously, too, just standing around in support, maybe trying to get questions, but a lot of people really angry. Even the mail carrier who came through was super frustrated, just trying to do his job. And he got turned around. And Alina mentioned you guys got turned around. And as a reporter showing up at a scene like this is a large operation, a huge farm. You guys finding your way around, they turned you around as well, because a lot of times they'll let media in.
That was not the case, Lou. Yes, typically they do allow media in, but they are not allowing us in. I tried asking a question. They're not being responsive. They have a very stoic demeanor. They're here for their job, and they're not really here to provide information or really to cooperate.
We're not going to give interviews or anything.
Alina, thank you for your reporting on the ground from one end of this federal immigration raid. We know we have a photographer on the other side as well who caught images of tear gas being used when things got a little tense between federal immigration aid, ICE enforcement agents, and people who showed up, whether it be family, friends of farm workers, or those just voicing their opposition to the raid.
Yeah, and of course, Sky 5 with Rich Prickett.
Let's see.
The U.S. Marshals bus that is making its way towards this line of federal agents has been loaded with some detainees. You see there's a caravan, there's a vehicle in front, some vehicles behind it, perhaps for protection. Perhaps the folks in those vehicles following and leading are prepared to get out of those vehicles in case protesters try to intervene or try to get on the bus.
Protest.
Oh, look at this. That was... Okay, I was going to say I didn't think so.
Okay.
Right. Biden didn't even do this. Biden didn't do anything. He didn't know what he was doing.
So it's a standoff, a standstill. What is going on? What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for joining me. Facebook, you guys are going to have to be patient with me.
So I need to know
I have
if
a
they ever
workaround,
got
but I'm going to have to
through.
tweak some stuff later on so I can fix the camera for Facebook.
Nosotros también es parte de los problemas que no nos están informando, ¿no? No sabemos qué está pasando.
Y ustedes no pueden hacer nada para...
No, es el problema, esa es la batalla que tenemos, ¿no? Que como aún como el alcalde, estamos limitados en lo que podemos hacer, ¿no? Por eso que estamos hablando con el gobernador y el senador para que estamos hablando de operaciones federales, ¿no? Y ellos tienen derecho a hacer sus operaciones y ese sistema en que vivimos. Es un problema. Es muy frustrante lo que está ocurriendo.
Isn't this ridiculous that they have to have these kind of vehicles and all this crap out there to do their job? Hey, legs.
You missed the chase at G-Wagon. Oh, there was a police chase in Florida. Thanks, Ice. I see you. Ice. I know she's here. I see you.
They said shots were fired. I haven't seen it.
Nada para nada.
What are you gonna do, Sparky? Hey, are you gonna let that shit live? Hey, are you gonna let that shit live?
Hey, she's having a connection.
Go home, Nazi!
People pull it up, getting out of their car.
The bus is coming out.
Say, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? He's talking crap.
See, all this taunting them
Looks like
is
cops
so
telling you, get out of here. Get your car out of here.
stupid.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll die for this. Oh, they're pushing back. You better get in your car. I'll never back off. Okay, I'll back off.
Exactly.
Yeah, out of the car. The distraction from the Epstein list. Ooh, tear gas. Y'all better run. Skedaddle. The wind is blowing towards the cops, though. That's the problem. So that tear gas is
Very good. I'm glad.
gas is flying back to the cops. You know, these people over here getting hard.
The National Guard is coming. Okay, should we leave already? Baby, back up. Baby.
Get out of here. Oh, the truck's rolling.
Well, quite frankly, I don't care where they go. If there are whatever they're doing. Oh, there they go. Nice. I don't care. If you're hearing legal, then I don't care. You need to go.
Make it stronger. These days, it's not normal weed anymore. It's like cracked out. They gotta get the highest level of ingredients. They gotta be the
And
most
regardless of what's happening, you're not allowed to go and stop police from doing their job.
Yeah, the strongest of the strong.
You're just not allowed to do that.
All right, let's see what happened. Did they tear gas or she ended
It's
the live?
ridiculous.
She got tear gas.
Let's
see. Check this person.
We have
Bus
borders.
is going
We
through. I
have
guess the bus
laws.
might be loaded with people. Oh shit! This guy was right his ass over. Step aside and run your ass over, man.
Ahí van los migrantes.
He's saying there goes the immigrants. The migrants.
Hijo de su madre, se puso bien feo, mi gente. USA más, no.
It's so dangerous
Llevan
for
los
this
yates,
shit
a
to
ver
go
cómo le va
on.
mal. Pídanle a Dios que ya se los llevaron. Se los llevan en los bases.
It's pretty wild, though. I mean, I wonder
Ahí
how
vienen
many
los
people.
bases, corro porque me van.
I wonder how much they rounded up today.
Cabrones.
If it's
I have
Glass House,
not,
Glass House has had some
Flor.
controversy. So let's say this is
Es puro
Glass House.
campo,
Everybody
no
knows.
crean que
Everybody
es como
confirmed.
Los Ángeles que se ven marchas masivas. Aquí no hay quien vea por nuestra gente. Somos muy pocos. Llevaron a la gente del campo. Y es el primero de los bases. O sea, ya se están estado llevando gente.
Yeah, they say Glass House Farms location. That's
I
where it
believe
goes. Santa
that,
Barbara
Jonathan.
Independent. A couple articles saying it's Glass House. If they can pull off,
Aquí yo no aguanto la cara de
I
la droga del
didn't
gas.
know,
Mejor me retiro
Flor.
un
I
poquito.
need to check
if
that
it's just
out.
getting farm workers, okay. But if they're able to pull off that we're investigating this company and they had some
Qué
illegal stuff going
triste.
on, that would be like a double whammy.
Qué triste.
But that company has the money. They
Si
can hire
vieron
some
el bus
people.
lleno de migrantes. De
Glass House.
gente que ya se llevaron de campesinos. Para ser más específicos. Aquí en Camarillo, Condado de Ventura.
I'm really
Estado de
glad to see
California.
that bus going.
If you ain't choking, you ain't smoking. I don't like the choke thing, man. It makes me like disgusting. Throat's burning.
Let's see. We're gonna keep going up.
Have you ever seen Patrick David's show?
Oh, it's my favorite. Also, if he's watching, because I know you've been on it, and Jake.
So I'm just gonna play a little snippet of this. But that's Hassan, which extreme super leftist, whatever. Don't agree with him at all. And that's Sam Cedar, his show. I listen to his show sometimes because I like to listen to the other side. Like I like to hear different.
Alan better keep his mouth closed, Kazi on DLIST.
On the D list. But the whole thing I wanted to show you was they were talking about this argument that happened on the Valuetainment show. I think it's between Vinny, I think his name is Vinny, right? And the other guy on the show. Check this out.
What do you mean we are built? Define that. Do you mean our entire country?
No,
Our entire government? Our entire FBI, CIA?
I'm saying this.
This is one little operation that I don't want to expose.
Whoever he was working for, Epstein, Mossad, CIA, everything. Apparently, the most powerful people on the world were.
You guys, it's not just that. You guys have been talking about it all this time. That there's this list, there's this list, there's this list, there's this list. Transparency, transparency, transparency. Now it's not there. That doesn't exist. Imagine, guy. I don't know.
You know, I have heard that they're gonna try to work out some kind of thing with farmers or whatever. I don't know
So it
about
looks like
that.
these people
That's something we've
over here.
always done. So that
This is-
doesn't make a
wow.
lot of sense to me.
Probably. I mean, I wonder how many employees this
We've
place
always
has.
done that. And if we're talking amnesty, I'm going to be straight pissed off.
Full-time.
We don't. That's what has caused all this trouble is Reagan with his amnesty. In my opinion, that was a really bad move.
People on the ground.
I'm going to keep jumping ahead.
And what is that? A
and see
makeshift? I'm sure there's some cardboard boxes with masks in the middle. No audio, by the way.
Because
And
it's
Tokyo
still
started flooding
going
too. All these
on,
places are
guys.
flooding.
This is
Tokyo's
still,
flooding too.
my God. Look at this. What the hell is that? Are you serious? Look at that. For Pete's sake.
Bob Jones, can you email me at my email? Just send me the link to your account. I can do that.
My Lanta.
I missed something.
Well, I'm not
thank you.
sure
Thanks for
what
the
went on with
show.
Epstein, but that's not going to fly. It's not going to work.
Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Nobody's handling that at all. Look at all that. What the fuck is going on? Look at this guy. I mean, who brings somebody out there like that? Right. Legs, exactly right. Not this shit, not pedophilia, none of it. All this shit is bullshit.
drug. I'm not saying there's no kind of.
Who went in the ambulance?
Let me see what type of worm it is. I think Demetrius.
Love to Maddie and you, Mel. My kids have an animal farm at their house.
Oh,
6
that's nice.
cats, 3 dogs,
Oh my
chickens,
God.
a blunt.
Isn't it ridiculous? Yeah, it appears that you're right, Mike, but I'm people are not okay
I have
with
planaria,
that.
which are horrible kind of worms to have in your tank.
It's not going to fly.
And so I bought some traps, and I'm gonna try it out. Basically, it's like this little trap thing.
I really want Pam Bondi to.
It's these very, very little tiny holes, and all the worms go inside and you take it out. I don't want to have to use chemical in my tank. It's kind of risky, so I'm gonna try the traps out and see how it goes. A lot of people calling weed drugs,
but it is. It's
like
the same as the.
Most don't even realize
the Diddy shit. That was a big sham.
You have an endocannabinoid receptor system specifically for cannabis as medicine.
Bull.
Did you see that study that came out recently? They were trying to say that like there's some type of increased risk now with weed, like cardiac risk, some type of new study or something.
It was a sham the whole damn time.
I mean, if you were gonna pick anything out of all the shit there is out there, weed's probably the best thing. Like alcohol or drug. I'm not saying there's no kind of side effects. It's not for everybody. It made me anxious and stuff. And I could only whatever one it is that's like chill. That's the only one I could smoke sometimes.
Hey Vicky,
but I'm not functional. I can't function on it. Some people function
you.
Do all kinds of stuff. I can't function on it.
Yep.
But it's better than alcohol and all sorts of stuff, pills and whatever.
The hell? Nothing but.
But I also think it can. If you have some mental health problems, it could probably agitate latent mental health problems. Look at this ambulance trying to get through for first response.
Okay, there's somebody in this ambulance, and they're not getting
Did you see
through.
they caught a cartel kingpin and another guy on the Interpol red list in Nebraska?
No, I haven't heard about that. Julie, I didn't realize that was you.
They are the worst.
Oh, okay. We have to catch up. We got to talk. It's been a while.
And you want to know how they became so blue? Well, California for sure was amnesty from Ronald Reagan.
This guy pauses live. Cartel kingpin in Nebraska,
and that's why they started hauling everybody in like they did.
I used to have a friend.
We don't know
who
who the hell came in.
I don't know what happened. To me, it was like a once in a blue moon thing. A little bit before you go to bed, it was like relaxing.
Oh,
but I do think it's better than alcohol. Alcohol is just like so destructive to your body and your organs. And the
new norm now, they can't just.
Oh my God, the alligators.
Because you have politicians.
So that later on today there's going to be something as far as news.
Observe what's happening. And clearly, this is overkill and ridiculous. Anybody in DC what's going on there? They're doing these races and other places in the country. And they seem to have coordinated them at the same time.
Oh, God, Oregon's a mess. Not all of Oregon. Well, kind of like California. Mostly Portland. You can watch that, Jonathan, on Rumble.
This is a piece of a projectile that they threw out a flashbang in the crowd near children. This is dangerous. It could have hurt someone. It could have hurt a child. It did hurt a child. This is ridiculous.
They have a kid out there.
I serve in the Marine Corps. These folks are dressed like military personnel on our domestic United States streets. This is ridiculous. It's overkill.
Oh, look at this. Oh, tear gas.
Right.
Oh my God, what happened? Tear gas? Snap. Oh. Run. Y'all better run. Y'all better run.
It is.
I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Wow. Oh, they're kicking it off. They're kicking it off to the farm, to the weed. Or weed blends. Oh. I wonder if those vehicles had more people inside. Plants. Did they steal the weed?
It's called Not the Weed. No, I didn't mean it's called Not the Weed. It's called
Yeah, that bud. I don't know if it's gonna be so good for you smoking that weed.
Oh, where is it at? I know where it's at.
Down
it's
in the
in
Oxnard, Ventura
Southern
County area, as you
California.
can see, this immigration enforcement operation potentially that went down
Ventura
earlier.
Farm.
We're on the ground. We did see the Representative Carvajal there, but you can see protesters, demonstrators gather as the word spreading to people in this region, a very rural portion of California. And it's interesting to see how rural it is just in proximity to Los Angeles and that major metropolitan area. So this is what we're watching. You see the signage out, people potentially chanting on the ground. But this is just some brief images that we're getting in here on live now from Fox of this as they were on the ground as multiple agents arrived at a farm on Laguna Road around 11 a.m. Several protesters in federal agent class during a raid at a farm. So this is just what we're looking at here on live now from Fox. I do want to put up this other picture here of some different scenes. And I believe this is very close in proximity, not the exact same location, but you can see immigration enforcement people with tactical gear, white vans lined up in this parking lot. Don't know if this is a farm, some sort of commercial building right now, but you can see there with a lot of tactical gear. We did see some potentially tear gas being dispersed earlier on around the vicinity where the Representative Carvajal
Washington
he was
is
at.
pretty
So that was the farm location. There have been two different locations very close in proximity there in Ventura County near Santa Barbara, that area northwest of Los Angeles, if you're familiar with the area. So this is very far from centrally located. We saw different raids and protest demonstrations in the downtown area of Los Angeles.
I just got back from Oregon.
This is about the opposite of that in terms of just the urban jungle that it is. As it zooms out, you can see the farms probably for as far as the eye can see. You can see law enforcement, the sheriff on hand with tactical gear, SWAT potentially as well. Clearly a farm of some kind, not exactly sure what produce, what vegetation is a part of this, but the sheriff, I'm not exactly sure what that might be. California Highway Patrol might be associated with this, but law enforcement on the ground. Don't see any protesters in terms of this vantage point. You can see, I don't know if there's two different crops there in Camarillo, California, as raids underway. And we saw a change, an altering of the immigration policy. Comments from President Trump about farm workers in recent months as they were maybe scaling back some of those enforcement operations in California. This, I believe, the first time for me at least that I've seen something like this of this magnitude with this show of force in a rural area, in an agricultural area, a smaller community there. And you can see them lined up, maybe potentially to move people off the street. And as we saw protesters, demonstrators block a highway in Southern California, this is a road that would be easy to block, and you can see them. This might be a tactical kind of strategy that they're looking at, some practice of some kind to potentially practice for what's to come or what will happen. I'm not exactly sure if this is operational or tactical in terms of what they're doing, but you can see multiple lines of people and quite a bit of law enforcement. I don't believe, and I don't know exactly who these individuals are associated with at this point. If they're National Guard, if they're Marines, unlikely those two. More likely that they're just local law enforcement, state law enforcement associated with California or Ventura County, Santa Barbara, somewhere in that region. But somewhere Los Angeles County. I'm not exactly sure if those are who they're associated with, but this is likely given that we saw National Guard members simply outside protecting federal property on the ground in Los Angeles. So an interesting vantage point, to say the least, as we're monitoring this shot and also a very different shot there just up the road a little bit here on Live Now from Fox. I do want to put up both of these images side by side to showcase what we're looking at. And I don't know exactly how close in proximity these two locations are, but plenty of people on hand in California in the Ventura County area. So information very sparse at this point. Multiple agents arrive at a farm. According to Fox 11 team, video from the scene showed multiple people confronting agents on the road near the field. Tear gas, smoke bombs were thrown into the crowd multiple times throughout the day. It was unclear.
We just went, town we went to was Hermiston. Look at this one on for hours. Look at all this out in the middle of nowhere.
Going down there helping them because you're here doing this shit.
Exactamente, que arrestan a los pinches dueños de aquí, porque a los trabajadores. Ellos están.
¡Ay, Rockstar! ¡Y la guardia también!
Look at all the trash everywhere. That right there irritates the shit out of me, too.
I saw Ventura County! I saw Ventura County!
They don't pay these guys enough money for this bullshit. They're trying to stop ICE raids. Everything said they were shots fired. I don't see that. This is what they're doing all the time. Yeah, me too. Me too. Sorry. I know. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this. Thank you. I mean, it's just going to go on all night, I guess. I mean, seriously. Oh, it looks like they're... Wait. I don't know who all these cars are coming through. Right? What are all these cars? I'm just... We got you! Welcome back! What are they cheering?
These are working people trying to go home. Be nice. We love you. Welcome back.
Oh, they do. They do block traffic everywhere, Vicky. They shut shit down. They shut businesses down. They shut down streets. Whatever the hell they want to do. It's ridiculous. Exactly. You know what? I love the way that Florida is handling this. If the rest of the country would get on Florida's bus right now. No, the governor promotes this shit. The governor, that idiot Karen Bass in LA, they encourage this shit. They want people to go out and cause problems. It's really ridiculous. Something really bad's going to happen, and they don't care. And they don't care about these people. People need to understand that. They don't care about anyone. They don't care about the law enforcement. They don't care about immigrants. They don't care about anybody. That it's all political for them. If they can't count illegal people in their state, they will lose a whole lot of congressional seats. That's what people don't understand. It's nothing about them caring about anyone at all. As you can obviously see in California, they don't care if water comes out of the fucking fire hydrant. They don't care. You have to steal at least $1,000 of merchandise before they will even acknowledge theft at all. You can go into a store in California and steal up to $1,000 and nothing will happen. I mean, how many businesses get shut down from all of this horse shit? Yep. They need to have their federal funding cut off, if you ask me. Well, it started with Ronald Reagan's amnesty. That's why I really hope Trump doesn't do that. I really hope he doesn't do it. You can't reward bad behavior, and that's what happens. You would never, there was a time you just would not believe this shit would go on. A new ring, I don't know what that means. No, they promote all this lawless bullshit, and what people pay in taxes in California for the horse shit they do, it's absolutely insane. But they're trying to get a bill passed right now for the new census coming up, that it won't count illegals. Because that's why they poured them in. And if you notice, they tried to take them to a lot of red states. They took a bunch of illegals and they put them in red states. Because the census counts every person. So there are 22 states that have, their population is the same population as illegals in California. So you know what that does for their electoral votes, their how many representatives they get. That makes them, it gives them a lot. Well, obviously we know. If they can only count legal citizens in the census, they're going to lose a lot of congressional seats. Exactly right, Vicky. Trying to turn them blue. Yep. Look what they did in Ohio with all those people. All those people, they didn't have insurance. They didn't even have driver's license. They don't even have license plates on their cars. They go and cause all these accidents, and the people can't have no repercussion from it. It's complete fucking anarchy, really. That's what it is. It's fucking crazy. And it's our government that has done it. The whole time for 4 years, that's what happened. They were eating animals. I don't know.
They're just trying to work you guys. Good job, we got you.
I don't know what they're clapping about. I know a lot of people went out of that were arrested. It looked like in the. It's not time for new government. It's just time for law and order, for us to actually. This was allowed. None of this shit was allowed, but it was allowed, right? Like, that's why it's going to be so much harder to do all this. You have all this shit where people think they have a right. Oh, California is so stupid. Like I said, do you think The government there is not worried about having water come out of the damn fire hydrant, but they will encourage and actually promote this shit. It is complete insanity. We've got to get we got to get a handle on this. I don't think we have near enough time in this administration to do this. As many people as he let come in here and all the shit he had going on. You've got all this where people think they have a right to do this, and they really don't. In any other situation, if you were to go and get in the middle of police situation to interfere with what they're doing, that's not allowed. Like I told you guys, that happened here in Phoenix not too long ago. They were actually, it wasn't ICE, but they were at a house. What it was, I think they were serving a warrant. It was a drug bust. It had nothing to do with ICE. Right. Right. It was a drug bust, and all these protesters showed up because they thought it was ICE. And you know, those things are volatile. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't just have everybody in the middle of it. And you know, remember that time in North Carolina when those women, those moms were standing out there trying to stop ICE, and they're like, you know, no one told us what they're doing. It's not your fucking business. Why would they go around and tell you what they're doing? I mean, it's completely ridiculous. They're on these text things where they just send out a text to all these people and say ICE is over here, and send all these people. They're actually wrong sometimes. And whether they are or not, this is so damn dangerous to do this shit. Fuck ICE. You know what? Fuck you. Get out of this fucking, go home. You've got your Mexican flag right there. I fucking can't deal with this shit. God, it's so annoying. It is so dangerous, Queen. It is. They don't even know what they're piling themselves up on top of. What kind of... I can't stand it. You had Karen Bass the other day all pissed off because they were at that park. I can't think of the name of it right now. She's acting like kids play there. They don't play there. They can't play there. It's nothing but drug and gang bullshit going on. And California doesn't even care. They have people just living all over in the streets on drugs, all this shit. It's complete mayhem. Yeah, exactly. I am afraid of that too, Vicky. I am. And we knew this was going to be bad. It has to happen, though. They've got to get... What's going on here? Let's see. What the fuck? I want to see what's going on with this kid. I can't handle all that yelling. It drives me nuts. Right. Exactly, Vicky. Exactly. And this is how you know this stuff is being put out by people who do know. You know, this is what I think the problem is with this administration. You have so many people that are embedded in these organizations that are going against you, going against what's happening. Oh my God, Vicky. I had no idea. Wow, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so sorry. See, that is horrible. I don't know what these people are doing. Wow. Well, I'm very sorry. Well, they have a lot of room at Alligator Alcatraz. Have you guys heard of that? Let's watch something on that. I bet. There's a new, let me see. See, just antagonizing them like that, it just pisses me off. It really does. That shows the amount of respect they have for this country. Let's check out Alligator Alcatraz. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Detainees escorted inside. Within the past hour, Chopper 6 captured officials walking people inside of the detention center in the Everglades. Men call Alligator Alcatraz. These are just some of the first images we're seeing of activity in newly built facility.
This comes as officials say the first group of immigrants We're not the only ones who showed up to the controversial site today. Democratic lawmakers, they showed up too, demanding to be let inside.
And our politics reporter, Hatsovella, has their comments, plus details on the newly filed federal court documents.
They just want to cause trouble everywhere they go.
Brand new video from just an hour ago from Chopper 6 for the first time shows detainees at the facility state Republican leaders are calling Alligator Alcatraz. Before noon, Florida's Division of Emergency Management used social media to say the first group has arrived.
And so unfortunately, that's not the law.
Shortly after, Democratic lawmakers showed up, demanding they be let inside the controversial facility.
And it's so essential when you have hundreds of millions of public dollars being spent on a political stunt that we have the ability to see for our own eyes what is happening.
They allege the building of the facility has been done without any...
Yeah, the political stunt was you hauling all these people in here. Oh, these people piss me the fuck off.
Transparency, with contracts being handed out to political allies of the governor.
So far, it's an assortment of Republican campaign donors who got these multi-million-dollar contracts to create what is basically a makeshift immigrant detainment camp in the middle of the Everglades swamp.
$450 million. Meanwhile, in Duval County, they're closing schools. Correct. Meanwhile, people don't have access to Medicaid.
The new signs are up.
That is a fucking lie, okay? Let's be very fucking clear about that. The fact that hopefully, I'm not even sure I believe this. I'm hoping that they're trying to get some kind of fucking control on the fraud with Medicaid. Nobody has been denied. And they're not going to be. Illegal immigrants have been on Medicaid. The fraud in Medicaid is so fucking ridiculous. And do you hear she's being denied Medicaid? That is a motherfucking lie. You know, we all know that depending on your insurance, depending if you don't have insurance, your doctors will charge you different amount of money. And let me just tell you, if you are on Medicaid, the bill is high as hell because there's nobody there to fucking question shit. When it's a government, they just fucking pay it. And it's there's so much bullshit to that. I'm not listening to people do this anymore. Nobody's been denied. That's their big thing. And I know they're lying about this because I signed myself up for these stupid fucking things. And I've been getting text messages from the ACLU about how Medicaid is being, and it's not. It's not. That's a lie. Oh, I'm so tired of these people doing this. Oh my God, I can't watch that. I can't watch that. It infuriates the shit out of me. As taxpayers, that is so overblown and such bullshit, and has been for a very long time. And it just does nothing but get worse. The fraud on it, and we're paying for this shit. You know, people that don't have good health insurance are paying for the bullshit in this. And you have politicians out there lying through their fucking teeth. Lying. Oh, that infuriates the fuck out of me. Save the Everglades. What's happening to the Everglades from it? See what I mean? You just got complete fucking utter horseshit. People, get a fucking job. You know, some of these people, they got so much money. Why don't you pay for everybody's fucking health care? Quit asking me to pay for a bunch of fucking fraud. Mm-hmm. Right. Top hat. And they will. See, that's just it. We have really bad health insurance. And when we go to the doctor or something and they realize we don't have it, there's a whole different bill for people without it. But if you're on Medicaid, they're going to charge the max. Because who's going to complain about it? No, they just pay it. You know, we've seen these things for years where people have, you know, notified the government saying, okay, somebody keeps paying for my prosthetic legs. I don't have prosthetic legs. It's a big, they don't look into it. They don't care. It's not their money. Just fucking piss it away any old time you feel like it on bull crap. Exactly right. If they had a job, they wouldn't be able to be down there all the time. Yeah, I did too, Vicky. I did too for a long time. I couldn't take it. Save the fucking Everglades. What happened to the Everglades? Christ. Yeah, I can't watch the stupid channels with that shit. I can't take it. Those people just piss me off. I'm going to find a different channel to check that out. I like shit like that. And I'm so behind on it right now. If somebody knew what to do about this piece of hair right here of mine, because I'm, swear to God, going to pull it right out of my head. I can't take it. I can't think I got it down. No, Vicky, you can't even ask them. You cannot even ask them. You can't ask them for any money. You can't. My sister used to work at a health clinic. And anybody on Medicaid, they're not allowed. They only had to pay $1, but you were not even allowed to ask them for it. And she said in the small town she was in, they would go to the doctor just because they had nothing else to do. But that sent, you can't turn them away and you can't ask them for the $1 fucking. Yep. Anything that is up to them, they're not going to pay it. They're not. Celebrate and embrace it. When I have this alfalfa thing I can't get rid of. And it drives me. Yeah, they have to offer to pay it. It is so aggravating. And they go and they don't even need to go. And that's what we're supposed to keep paying for. And then you have people saying people are being turned away. That is bullshit. What Top Hat, you know what? See, I don't know. I never really paid that much attention to it, obviously. But I thought they lowered the age. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. But you're not talking about Medicaid. You're talking about Medicare. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. Hey, Alberta. Seriously, it drives me crazy. I try to take that piece and put it in there and put hairspray and put a bobby pin. But as soon as I take it out, that comes back up and I hate it. My hair is definitely breaking and not growing. It's super thin and really short. I haven't had a haircut since 2021. Look at this. Yep. I got no hair. Right. Medicare is way different. Yep. I do it, Queen. I do it. I try to plaster it down. That's why every time I'm live and I catch myself on there, I'm like, there it fucking is up again. I keep saying I'm going to yank it out, and I really am going to but I don't have any hair. It sucks to get old, right? Fuck. It's called that, pomade. Yeah, I kind of think I'm kind of thinking about that too. Like during COVID, remember when we had to do video calls? I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I'm scared to death for him to cut anything out. Look how short my hair is so short. It's so thin. I hate it. Oh, this is a real piece of shit. Yeah, I think that's the best way. I mean, there's so many things. There's no reason to go in there. That's why, I finally said I'm not even going to get my medicine anymore because I fucking got tired of my doctor wanting me to go in there all the time. And I said, no, I'm not doing it. What do they use? Tell me what they use. I'll use it. You got gossip. Bring it on. You just set the guard on a certain number and that's, yeah. Well, I think Elon Musk, you know what? I got to admit, he reminds me of myself a little bit. I think he just kind of, I don't know what the right word is. I mean, honestly, he was saying first that that Trump was on the Epstein list, and then he's decided that who is it? Steve Bannon's on the list. Oh, yeah, that scares the shit out of me. Oh my God. Rich is the word. What? If I was rich, I would have hair.
You could have hair, you could have testicles. Right? At the same time as having testicles. All of it.
I could have testicles?
If you wanted to. Be a man and be pregnant. Great.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
About being
I'm like, so if I had money, I could have hair. And he's like, you could have testicles. You could have anything. I'm like, well, I don't want testicles. I would love to have hair. I've been putting stuff on my scalp that's supposed to help me have hair. I eat these things all the time. Just handfuls of them. I'm really tempted to get extensions, but I think that causes, it'll make it worse. What I do have, I'm trying to take care of a little bit. So thin. I know, it's so ew. I know. He's over here saying all this stuff. You can be a man and have a baby. No, I can't. And they can't either. Men can't have babies. I don't care. I don't care how much money they have. They can't have them. Oh my God, something's in my eye. Mr. Snotty's just thinks he's being funny. Yeah, I think it'll be worse. I know. But it's so tempting. And I don't even really know how it works. I don't actually know. What if I hated it and it caused me to really have no hair? Like, I don't think I'm a wig person. I don't feel like that's my thing. I had this thing on X I shared. Oh my God. It is still going on for reals. It's still going on, you guys. It's fucking ridiculous. Right. Really? A mask for your hair? No, it doesn't make I get that. But it's just a feeling. It's really, it's not okay to not have it. We do watch, wait, are you talking about Christian network broadcast? Is that what you're talking about? Oh God, I don't want to start that. Jerry had me putting castor oil all over myself, and that made me crazy. Not gonna lie, that made me fucking nuts. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. We watch that. Mr. Snotty does. I gotta share this picture. Yeah, it's my 8. I used to have such thick hair that I would get it thinned out because it was heavy and God, I wish I was back in those days. Yeah, Jonathan, Mr. Snotty watches that. Look at that. I know. It's a... Right? I don't know. I saw it on X. Mr. Snotty said that's like Big Mike. I am very caught. Don't use them a lot, Alberta. I don't. I have been trying very hard to be very delicate with this. What hair I have left, I'm trying to really baby it. Not me either. No, we're not going to stop AI, but I am scared to death of it. I'm not going to lie about it. Seriously, don't do that. Don't do that. Isn't that gross? Really, olive oil shampoo. Jerry had me putting it on my eyes, on my eyelashes, and I couldn't see. It caused me a lot of... I didn't like that. And she said she just puts it all over. She uses a shit ton of it. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling like that. Exactly. Right, Jonathan, and it will be. I think it probably already has been. It's very scary because it's really soon to take the fuck over. It makes me nervous as a cat. You only wash your hair. Mine used to be it's not now. It's so... oh my God, it's not. Penis control panties. Oh my God. Oh shit. And their hair top hats? I think, I mean, I don't know. Think about it. Like, I remember when people talked about, driverless cars, that was something that, it made me think of Jetsons, and like, it was something I would never see. And here we are. It's happening. That stuff scares me to death. Yeah, that sounds so gross, top hats. Flying cars sound really great when you are stuck in traffic. When I used to commute, literally, I was like, we got to figure out if we could, like, a helicopter when I was in traffic for hours a day. But it's actually really scary. I don't know what CERN is. You know what? Top hats, I don't even understand all of this cloud seeding. I'm very interested in it, but I don't know. I do have a bottle of hair oil. Not sure that it is all. It was castor oil that Jerry had me doing. Oh, see, that scares me. Whatever I'm doing isn't working. Yeah. Well, believe me, I walked away from that castor oil because it was all I couldn't see. It made my eyes feel all funky all the time. Yeah, you're not. He thinks he's funny. He's cracking himself up over here. I don't know for what reason, Top Hats. What good? What are they doing that for? Oh my God. Japanese women I mentioned of all natural stuff, and they make it. Well, that sounds scary to me. Top Hats. I'm nervous about this cloud stuff they're doing. Why don't they fucking leave shit alone? I mean, I don't think we need black holes, right? For what reason? I'm the same way, Jonathan. Yeah. I'm a visual learner also, and I'm dyslexic too. I turn everything around. Yep. I'm the same way, Jonathan. They don't know what will happen, but it should be okay. Okay, well, there you go. It should be okay. So, yeah, I don't. Really, Vicky? Well, thank you. I try not to mess with it so much. Yeah, everything should be okay. Yeah, until it's not. Jeez. Everything is scaring me these days. Really bad. Everything. The AI really is making me very nervous as a damn cat. And I know clearly I can't stop it. I can't stop shit. I think they might be. I think it's causing floods everywhere. That's so scary. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. And so many things that we are told are lies. That's what's really frustrating to me too, is that I can't believe anything anymore. I don't believe everything is a freaking lie. Right. Alberta, right. I mean, go figure, right? To me, that's doing what, I think it's not good to mess with nature. It's not. That's my fear whenever, like with people messing with their bodies and trying to change their gender and stuff. That's not natural. It's bound to not work out well, play out well. That's just my opinion. I mean, to me, God made us the way we're supposed to be. Even if it means I have no fucking hair. Oh, Lord. Oh, good night, Kentucky woman. It was so good to see you. I agree, Jonathan. Right, Vicki. That's why sometimes I'm like, it's too much. I worry about all these things, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't even know what the hell's true, and I just feel like I just can't. I just get myself all worked up about shit that I can't control. I really tried through the years to understand there's only so much I have control over, and to not get worked up over it, because otherwise I'll just make myself sicker than shit all the time. And I just don't understand trying to fuck with weather and stuff. I think it's nature. Leave it the fuck alone. Just leave it alone. I know it makes me sick to my stomach, legs. Yeah, exactly right. It's horrible. And then we get ours. For me, I get myself stuck on some kind of issue and I'll just lose my mind over it. That's not helpful. What do you mean pronoun, whatever? Isn't that, I don't think I understand that. Right. try to take down losing your mind and just a notch, right? No, I don't want to hear about pronoun. I don't care about shit like that. If you have to put your gender, then what is that? That doesn't actually make sense, Vicky. I don't understand that because I don't have time for shit like that. I can't worry about that. You know, if that's something that somebody feels really, you know, they want to do all that, I just can't make it my problem, my thing. I know. I just heard about Boston too, and I know yesterday North Carolina had floods. Like, what the fuck?
What's going on in Boston?
They had floods today.
Where?
I don't know. I don't. They're doing cloud seeding in USA business, mostly farmers and. Yep. No, the nonsense is not stopping anywhere. Oh my God, it's fucking nighttime. They're still out there. Just haul them up and send them to jail. For fucking sake. I don't know what words they're saying, but they're pissing me off.
I think they're saying we love Donald Trump. That's what they're saying.
Well, I just don't think it's a good thing to mess with Mother Nature. It's not right. Right. And God made us the way we're supposed to be. And messing with weather, that just sounds so bad. Can you stay here for a second?
Yeah.
I need to go
grab my glasses. Okay.
No, that's exactly right, Alberta. That's the way it is. And that may not be what you want, but you know what? I don't want man hands either, but I got them. Okay, that's just life. What the fuck am I going to do about it? I mean, stop. All right. Here's Mr. Snotty. I'll be right back.
Okay, guys. Thanks for entertaining my nonsense.
Tell them what a good dinner I made tonight.
Tell me what, love?
What a good dinner I made.
Oh my God. I don't know what to call what she made for dinner. But wow. All right. I'm hearing a commercial on my headphones. Sorry. Chicken breast in a sweet teriyaki sauce. I'm not a huge fan of teriyaki. And at first I couldn't even tell that was teriyaki. But it was chicken breasts, crock pot, and a sweet teriyaki sauce. Oh my God. Oh my God. Howdy, Top Hats. So nice to see you. It's so nice to see everybody. It really is so nice to see everybody that's on the chat. And even the folks that are in the bushes. I appreciate you too. Yeah, this was like, wow. I totally overate. And that was 2 hours ago. I'm still stuffed. I'm still uncomfortably full. But that's okay. I might just fast tomorrow, until about noon or something, because dang, that was so good. It was worth it. And I did not feed that to chihuahuas because I thought that was a little spicy. Oh, tomato sandwich kick. That sounds pretty good. Oh, sure. This is the time of the year, Top Hats. On the East Coast, yeah, this is what's happening for you guys right now. No, I can't argue with you there, Legs. Been down that road. Not a road that I enjoy. Spicy ramen, Alberta. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's full-blown carbs and salt, though. That's one I try to avoid. Oh, that sounds good. I can't. I shouldn't say I've never had it because I have had it for breakfast. Fried tomatoes, fried sliced tomatoes on the side with like an omelet or scrambled eggs and some toast and sausage. They're okay. They're something I'll eat for sure. But yeah, it just seems to be getting crazier and crazier. I'm still watching all these screeching hags on the other screen. I'm trying not to waste too much time on that. Look at tomorrow is Friday, which is cool, right? So weekend's coming up here. That's great. Unfortunately, it's going to be about 100 billion degrees here. Oh, hi, Smoking Molly Collie. Thanks for... Right, yes, I enjoyed eating it so much, and I couldn't stop myself, but I'm just like, oh, I can't even hardly breathe. This will disappear eventually. I'll wake up tomorrow morning feeling a whole lot better and 5 pounds fatter, but that's okay. But getting back to the weather, it's going to be so doggone hot. So doggone hot. We're in the fat part of July right now, folks, and there's not much you can do about it. I'm thinking, because I can't get on the golf. I can't. I literally cannot. I don't want to get on the golf course at 5:15 in the morning. I don't want to. I mean, the sun cracks through my window and it wakes me up the first time at about 5:15 or so. And I get up and do my business, come back to bed, pull the blanket over my head and go back to sleep till about 6 or 7. I have no desire to be outside at that time of day. If I really was that in love with the game, I would do it, but I'm not. So what I'm thinking, there's a golf simulator very close by to my house, and that's indoors. And it's $100 an hour, which is pretty steep. But I might just give that a roll in that first $100 an hour. I might just roll that first hour and see what happens there. Just because I've never done it. Oh, you bought a pool. I don't know where you are, Alberta and Stella. I think I just have it in my head that you're in like the eastern, northern part of North America, but I don't really know. I'm not trying to dox you or anything like that. So don't worry about putting it out there. Yes, and Top Hats, we're the same. We have blackout curtains on our windows too, but I don't close them at night because I don't want to. I want the sun to be my wake-up call. I don't set an alarm on my phone, and I do have a job that I have to go to, so I don't close them. So I'm quite happy with waking up around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Gives me time to wake up, have some coffee, watch the news, do my business, have breakfast, take a shower, and then boom, I'm in the office for 8, 9, whatever the required number of hours are. It's just the way I've run my life for the last 20 or so years, and it works for me. I can't disagree with the blackout curtains, though. No, they're fantastic. No, thanks for the reminder, Queen. And don't forget to, when you're hanging out with your family and friends and people at the bar, or folks you might meet at the Circle K or the car wash. Just say, look, I know this Jackie Snoddy on YouTube. She is spectacular.
Stop.
You really should.
You
should tune in. She is absolutely spectacular. Her commentary is top notch. And you're never going to hear it. You're not going to hear it anywhere else. So why not? Why not just tune in? So anyway.
You're a goofus.
You ready to get back in the chair, Snot?
Yes.
All right, babe. Thanks for entertaining me. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and tell your friends.
Right? What's really good for me would be I just have to have a lot of time, because I wake up and then if I am able to go back to sleep, then I can feel pretty good. But I sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, solid hard. Then I wake up and I'm up for like an hour or two. If I can go back to sleep, I'm in great shape. But sometimes I mostly am not able to do that. So I got things to do. Yeah, I get up between 4 and 5 every morning, and I am up for a little while. So if I can go back to sleep, that is awesome for me. Wow. Yeah, I need more than 3 hours. Everything changes the older you get. Like, I need a little bit more sleep. What kind of rabbit hole? No. Yeah, that's what depends on what time I go to sleep. What kind of rabbit hole craziness I get myself into. From a dead sleep? I don't understand. Hmm. All I have to do is lay down, I'll go to sleep. But okay. Good night, Queen. Love you. Thank you. I don't understand why they're still out here doing this. Right. Right. That's how I was when I was like, my sisters were wanting to just drive straight through, and I'm like, I have to go to bed and wake back up. I can't be part of tomorrow without going to bed, and that fucks me all up. Yeah, if you haven't been to bed and the sun is coming, oh God, no. That gets me all totally fucked up. I cannot do shit like that. Oh my gosh, Alberta. What noise? No, clearly they don't. I don't think they go to work at all if they're still. Who has time for shit like this? I don't. I mean, what the fuck is going on? It's still going on right now. Oh, it was probably the dogs. Okay. 3 days. Yeah, I'm a big nap person, big time. No, you're right, Frazzle. You're right, Frazzle. Yep. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. Most of these people are being paid to do this. Yep. You're right. I love naps. Protesting just to start shit. Because people here are trying to start trouble all the time. Jack stayed the night last night. We played outside today in the hose. He's so cute. Oh my God, I love it. I love naps. I know exactly what you're saying, Legs. I hear you on that. Have a good night. Love you. No, naps are the best. Absolutely the best thing. If I sit down long enough or lay down, I can't keep my eyes open. What the fuck? Why? What the hell is going on?
Ice out of Camarillo! Ice out of 805! Ice out of 805! Ice out of
God, that's so fucking annoying. God. They're still out there at night. In a fucking field.
Why the fuck are these ICE idiots have to just fucking stand there like
I know.
Zombies? Fucking, let's get some rubber bullets in here.
It's ridiculous.
Let's get some fucking vehicles with the cattle.
I'm telling you, I'm saying round them up and put them in fucking jail.
Right.
Get the fuck out of the way. You don't get to, that's not freedom of speech.
Shit.
It's fucking hindering law enforcement.
We're just standing here.
Oh my God.
Why do they stand there? More idiots show up.
Oh my God, do it. Alberta, that's so fun. Hey, Diamond. Ask any of them if they would let an illegal live with them in there. That's what I'm saying. You pay for all their health care, pay for all their shit. Quit asking me to fucking deal with this bullshit. I'm sick to death of it. So fucking annoying. They had, I guess it was Antifa the other day. That's what I heard. And they shot a ICE agent in the neck. Right, babe? Let me look it up. It's going to get really bad. It already is bad. But you got Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass out there acting like they're harassing law-abiding citizens. It's fucking ridiculous. They want this. They want this to happen. They want to cause all this disruption and chaos. It's really sick. And it's scary. They do. They want... But it is so irresponsible and so disgusting for politicians to encourage and promote this kind of shit. It's bad. They're protesting ICE raids. in a very crazy manner, constantly. There are organizations that send out these text messages, these mass text messages, and send people out to do this stuff. They're paying these people to protest this shit. It's so bad. I don't even know what flag we just saw, that blue and white flag. I don't even know what flag that was. Yeah, what flag is this? Right there. What flag is that? Right. No, you're right, Top Hats. What flag is that? Bosnia? What the fuck is that? Flag of idiot, right. For what reason? See, that's just, none of it doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, it does only in the sense that it's causing chaos. And that's what they want. Again, anybody who thinks that Gavin Newsom or Karen Bass give a fuck about him, they don't. If they cared about him, there would be water coming out of the fucking fire hydrants. It makes... Why don't people see that? Why don't people understand? You know, the fact is, in these blue cities and areas of our country, it's the most expensive to live there because their taxes are outrageous. And their way of life is fucked up because, again, you can't put a fire out in Los Angeles. There's no water. And look at places in Michigan. You call 911, nobody comes. That's not even a thing. They have fucking ruined these areas so badly. I can't stand it. Round them the fuck up. Wow, look at that bright light. What is that? God, it's so tired of it. And that's what I was saying earlier, Alberta. Here in Phoenix, it wasn't even an ICE raid. It was police serving a warrant for a drug bust, and all these protesters just showed up, and they keep doing this stuff, and somebody's going to get very badly hurt. That's what they want, though. They want it to be on tape. They want to push these officers to do something and get them in trouble. That's what I think they want. Right. No, California won't allow you to show ID. 100%, it's their grand plan. 100%. But they're being paid to do it. They're being given all the stuff to go do it. During the riots in LA, a month ago or more, they just dropped off pallets of bricks and stuff for them to, they were throwing them off the overpass on the highway onto cop cars. It was insane. No, they're not peaceful protests. I know. I know. I know. I want to find where exactly. That's just it. You have to show ID. What can you do without an ID? I mean, you have to have an ID, but not to vote. I mean, seriously? Like, let's see. Remember when we had the whole against no ID to vote. No, because they say it's racist to ask for ID. Yep. Let's see. Well, I think it's racist to act like that somebody of a different color wouldn't have ID. Why wouldn't they? What the fuck are you saying there? God, I'm trying to find. I know it's so annoying whenever I get I have to show ID when I buy alcohol or cigarettes. Stupid. I clearly am old enough. No, they just call you racist. It's a distraction. It's bullshit. I won't play that game. I am not playing the fucking game like that. I know I'm not, and I'm not going to be called that just because I want fucking. I'm sick of lawlessness. Right. No, California doesn't want you to do that because they want illegals to vote. 100%. That's the only reason for that. Yeah, I won't play that game. Okay, this is what I wanted to play. I think this is it.
In the shooting of an Alvarado police officer at an ICE detention center.
Investigators say it was a coordinated attack that ended when two people fired at police and unarmed corrections officers. Fox 4's John Anglin reports.
Though somewhat rare in the early stages of a federal investigation, authorities have shared booking photos of nearly a dozen suspects, images of weapons, tactical gear, and graffiti they say were part of a violent planned ambush at the ICE detention facility in Alvarado.
Clearly, the allegation is very strong.
I spoke to criminologist Dr. Alex Del Carmen of Tarleton State University for his perspective on the case, which underscores an increase in violence against law enforcement officers in other cities and states, particularly surrounding immigration.
One possibility is that they are related, and that this is a national concerted effort, to go after first responders, which could always be. And they have not made that connection yet. The second possibility is that, in fact, this may not be related at all, and that these are simply copycats, that people are getting inspired to do this kind of harm on first responders because they're reading what's happening in other states.
In Alvarado, July 4th, around 10:30 at night, a disturbance outside the Prairieland ICE lockup appeared to lure unarmed correctional officers outside. Investigators say a positioned gunman then began firing. A responding Alvarado police officer was shot in the neck. He is expected to recover. According to the criminal charging document, in total, the assailant shot approximately 20 to 30 rounds at the correctional officers. The 10 suspects, the feds say, were dressed in military black, donned body armor. Some were even covered in mud. All face charges including attempted murder of an officer. There is also one charged co-conspirator. The arrest records reveal the individuals were from Fort Worth, Dallas, Kennedale, Waxahachie, and College Station.
They're all over the state. These are not people that were neighbors and decided to get together and cause harm. These were individuals that are basically across the state of Texas that have come together in some sort of an organized way.
Dr. Del Carmen, while insisting many things are clear surrounding the attack, believes an unanswered question is also crucial.
It would be interesting to know if there's a connection between the suspects and any of the inmates that are being held in that facility, as to whether or not they're trying to maybe plan somebody's quote-unquote rescue or escape from the facility, or if they were simply doing it as an easy target, a target that they knew how to get to.
Dion Anglin, Fox 4 News.
No, you're 100% right, Top Hats. What we have going on here is far more dangerous than any other country is to us. 100%. And what they are organized. That's the thing. They're part of these groups that are funded by Democrat organizations. It's just a fact. They pay them to go out and protest. They pay them to do this shit. Yeah, it is very organized. And it's very scary. And yeah, several years ago, we went through this whole thing of defund the police and all this bullshit. A lot of these situations that started all that upheaval, they were lying about. The news media, everybody was lying about it. I mean, does anybody remember Michael Brown, right? Wasn't the name? Babe? I don't. Right? That was an absolute fucking lie. That cop, his life was ruined. They don't care. They don't care. And yeah, what they're doing to our first responders is horrible. Our law enforcement, it's horrible. They put a narrative out there and act like that's the deal. And it's not. The Michael Brown thing was such a horrible situation. The way they lied about that shit. It is based on hate. Yes, it is. It's politically motivated. That's all these people care about. I mean, I don't know. Are we even going to ever find out what the hell happened with that shit in Minnesota? With that cop? Or not the cop. That guy that shot those people? Something very weird about that. Look at the fact that they act like the guy that shot Trump, that was, he was working, it was a lone situation. No, it wasn't. It was so good to see you, Alberta. Give love to the puppies, to the babies. Have a good night. Love you. No, it is. I agree, Top Hat. It is. Yep. It is. I think it is. I mean, what else do you call this? We have ICE agent or, police officers being ambushed. We had this happen. Remember all that was going on with the whole police thing. Now we're doing it again. And I don't know why even these elected officials are allowed to get by with this shit. They say, you can't yell fire in a movie theater. Well, then why the fuck can Governor Newsom and Karen Bass and even Maxine Waters, all these people, why are they allowed to go out and ask for this kind of shit? Because they do. They do. They say that Trump called for violence on January 6th, and he absolutely fucking didn't. I was right there listening to every fucking word of it. He did not do that. But these people do call for violence. Oh, good night, Frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Love you. Oh. Sweet dreams, Frazzled. Right. 100% top hats, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. America first. Enough fucking bullshit. We just gave more money to Ukraine. I'm so fucking sick of that shit. I'm sick to death of it. I'm pissed off. And our government started that shit. That's my take. During the Biden administration, we were funding Israel and Hamas. We were funding Iran. We were funding Ukraine. And in many ways, Russia. So what the fuck? We just want to have our nose in shit up to a bunch of bullshit while we have complete chaos going on here in our country. Exactly right. An answer to nobody. Yeah, like CIA, they answer to no one. That's right. That's right. War pays 100%. And think about it. It even pays the news agencies. If there's war going on, everybody is glued to the fucking news, right? The 24/7 cable news channels, they fucking love it too. Yeah. A whole lot of people make money and a whole lot of people lose their lives. And we're not paying attention to the fucking this kind of shit right here that needs to fucking stop. The CIA is fucking responsible for a lot of bullshit that goes on all over the world, in my opinion. And nobody has to answer for anything for that. Yep. Right. Oh, I believe that 100%. The university, that's all they thought about. You remember from the very first days of that, they wanted that thing shoved under the rug so fast. That is all they thought about. Remember every press conference, it was the damn president of the university that was out there. Remember, in his jogging suit and shit? Yeah, tracksuit guy. Remember that? Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God, I remember being so furious about that. Who cares what the university has to say about it? And tearing down that house, they wanted to tear it down. They wanted to just get rid of that. It's all about money. And it's disgusting. And then, you know, here came Ann Taylor. I can't even stand the fucking sight of her. Mm-hmm. Exactly right. And look how, like, that's one of the times that shit was really kept under wraps. Like, they didn't want shit out and it did not get out. That was actually really super crazy to me. Like, shit did not get out. Wild. I think right before the sentencing, we'll do a big recap on everything. Because it does deserve the, you know, they wanted to make it all go away. They can't. Hunter, yep. That's what they're teaching. I was listening to somebody talk about people hiring and stuff, like these top universities and stuff. People don't even want to hire them. They're not learning anything except for this shit right here. They're learning how to protest and cause havoc all over the country. Exactly. Yep. And charging it a fucking fortune to go to school, and then they get all this money from the government. I say fuck all that. I'm tired of paying. We're all paying for this shit. All the way around in all kinds of ways. This is fucking ridiculous. You're absolutely right. And these people, they graduate and there's no place to go work. And most of them, again, like I said, they're not learning a trade or anything. They're learning how to act like this. It's frustrating. It is so frustrating. I guess I could shut my mouth now. Oh my God. Right. See? Wow. There's always some of that, isn't there? Look at Becky Hill and her stupid little town, the fucking ruckus she caused. And stealing money too. It's nuts. I'm going to look up that movie, Jonathan. And we'll have to help you get to Rumble because I can play stuff on Rumble that I can't play over here. Oh, shut up. Thank you, babe. Yeah, we're going to have to teach you to get onto Rumble. I have a hard time watching anybody on Rumble, but I will we'll help you get over there because we can't watch it over here. Right. Exactly. Well, I think though, Top Hat, I think we do have to give it a little bit more time. I think that we actually do have to do that. I mean, I'm really struggling myself right now. But I do I think there are probably well, I know there are things that we don't know right now for sure going on, but the biggest thing in my opinion is we have got to come together as people and stop letting all these stupid things divide us that aren't even, they don't need to divide us. I mean, for me, I don't care about all this gender stuff. That's not my thing, but I don't have to. I'm not trying to stop anybody, right? I'm not trying to stop anyone from living their way they want to live. I just don't want you to make that be my important thing in my life because it's not. It's not my thing. Well, I think it is, but you know what? You have to be very careful. Like right, it's a slippery slope. You have to be very careful. Look at how we're just accommodating this horse shit. We shouldn't be accommodating this in any way, shape, or form. But the news media, everybody loves to take some little something. Well, just like we said, with Michael Brown, all that was a fucking lie. And I guarantee you there are a lot of people today that don't even believe that was a lie. Our news is really the biggest problem, I think. They are spreading propaganda like crazy, spreading agendas. But we as people have to come together and quit having this divide us. We have to. And understand to agree to disagree. I don't know. We got to quit being so divided. That's not going to help. We're not going to get by that way. Right. Oh, right. And look, I think we all, at that time, we all said, okay, well, whatever we got to do, we just went along with that. Look how fucked up that was. And we'll never get rid of that. We will never get rid of that shit. Hey, I heard that we don't have to take our shoes off at the airport anymore. Did you know that? That's right. Right. Yeah, because at this point, talk about, we've given about fucking 50 miles. Yeah. Bring it back. 100%. That is so funny. Yes. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I can't believe that I just found out about that. We don't have to take our shoes off at the airport anymore. That makes me very happy. That grossed me out so fucking bad to walk on that nasty floor. Oh my God, it made me so furious. It made no stupid sense. I just found that out today, and that makes me very happy. Why are these people staying out there? I don't even understand.
Because it's not 10 o'clock yet. 10 o'clock is disturbing the peace.
No, I think they could too. I think they can too, Diamond. But you know what? This is the problem. If you go to the air, you know how much shit that they won't even fucking find? It's a fucking joke. It is an absolute joke. All this shit you go through for that security to get on an airplane, they don't know shit. Yep. You know how many times we've gotten somewhere and start unpacking and we're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize this was in my bag. They never fucking catch it. They are an absolute fucking joke. I'm telling you, they are.
They're good people doing good work. Good try.
They do all kinds of shit in the name of security. They take away all of our rights in the name of security, and we are not any more secure. We're not any safer.
Ben Franklin.
You know, that's where we fucked up. We gave up so many rights in the name of security. We are not any safer. Now they are just literally watching every single fucking move we make. And walking through the airport barefoot makes my stomach sick. I've hated that forever. That carpet on there and shit is so nasty. Yeah, no, I'm very happy about that. They can't round them up fast enough for me. Say it, babe. Say it. Yeah, I'm loving it. And why should we go through all that shit at the airport whenever they open the border up just wide open? It's all bullshit. You didn't put anything? Oh, I thought you were going to put another comment. I thought you were going to put another comment. I didn't see it.
Everyone getting on gets a 45 caliber single automatic.
Yep. No, they are doing that.
Fucking hand.
No, there was no. You're talking. They had that fulfilled a lot of agendas for them to open that up. 100%. But ICE needs to do their job and get them out of here. I love that part. I want that to happen. Me personally, I want it to happen. The faster, the more, the better for me. And I'm not down with any kind of amnesty. That's just where I'm at. All right, I'm going to cut it. I think we should do Friday Night Fun tomorrow. Probably start here and go to Rumble. I think everybody needs it. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. We should do some kind of music karaoke or something. So much stress these days. All right, I'm going to end this. Thank you, guys. Yes, everybody have a great night. Have sweet dreams. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, watching this nonsense. All right, thanks, guys. Good night.